Well, halfway through, they decided, hey, we're going to differentiate the two with the emblems. So if you went to the bullshit dive school, you get the silver bubble. If you went to Marine Combat Dive School, you got a gold bubble, which was new.
Little new mask.
Yeah, what year did that start? Because I remember a lot of dudes running around with the fucking silver bubble.
Oh yeah, that's how it was in the 90s.
It was silver bubble up until 2002, I think.
Maybe 2002.
2001, it was after we got back from Afghanistan.
Okay.
2000,
Yeah.
early
And
2000.
then it was the gold over gold, and then eventually,
right? Well,
Yep.
if you didn't go to Marine Combat Dive School, you didn't rate the gold bubble. You had to wear the silver one. Fucking Sixta, the very next day after they instituted that, didn't wear either. Because he would rather wear nothing than wear that silver bubble and not the gold bubble. Because he didn't rate the gold bubble.
This dude, this analyzer, remembers that small detail from 20 years ago.
Yeah, well, because the guy.
There were quite a few that did
Yeah,
that.
the guy
They just completely stopped wearing the stack. Because the Marine Corps,
That's-
for those that aren't like, especially if you're Army or Navy or whatever, the Marine Corps doesn't have tabs and patches.
Yep.
We're the only unit at that time of all units to rate devices, unless you were an airman. Unless you were an airman.
If you went to jump school, you could wear it, right? But you would wear the silver until you got your 5 jumps, and then you get the gold. If you went to dive school, so typically, if you had both the jump and the dive, you were 99.9% you were a recon Marine at some point.
Yeah, 90.
yeah, you guys. How many fucking admin idiots? How many admin idiots do you see running around with fucking the Army lead wings who got it for their re-enlistment? They got their 5 jumps and never jumped again.
Dual cool, as it's called, with our ranks.
99.9 were all recon Marines. Occasionally,
You'd get a guy with lead studs and admin that got jump schools like a re-enlistment
but
bonus
they
or
never
something.
get combatant dive.
But combat dive,
Different story.
you really had to.
For sure. Yeah, you don't see that in the Marine Corps if they're not fucking
SEALs have
recon.
their trident.
Yeah, that's right. That's
You
right.
know, everybody has their emblem that they would wear. Well, Marine Corps has devices like that.
We got another
So
tank
the only
across.
way you could really
Cool.
tell that a recon Marine versus any other
And
Marine
sadly,
was the dual.
there were plenty great recon Marines that didn't go to insert schools that were scout snipers and that were magnificent. So sadly,
I didn't go to dive school.
but actually, to be honest,
Jason's raising his hand.
everybody who's who in the zoo knows who's who and respects who's who.
Because
So we don't
Larry
even need anything on the chest.
Larry
to know.
Sean Patrick is a quad
For sure.
body. Yeah, he's a quad body.
Yeah,
I used to laugh. So I was never, dude. I was fucking infantry. I was security forces, and then I was in a Riverine unit when I was still in the Marine Corps. I used to laugh.
Every
What?
Marine's a rifleman.
JJ gets high buckle.
We're all equally worthless.
JJ gets high buckle.
I used to laugh at the fucking recon dudes because so I was in a small craft company in Camp Lejeune, the Riverine unit, but we actually had a couple. It was weird. We had a couple recon dudes in there that I don't know how they ended up in the fucking unit. Honestly, to this day, I still really don't know. There's this dude Fitzpatrick who had been a recon.
DUIs.
Yeah, probably.
Patrick, yeah, I'll let you continue, Patrick, and then I got something to say.
It was funny because we would see the Anglico dudes running around, and they had the black. They would wear the black sweat, but
Everybody wanted to wear black.
And oh my god, the recon dudes would get so fucking pissed because these dudes were in black silkies and black hoodies.
White
Oh
motherfuckers
my
out.
god.
Now check this out, Patrick.
Black on black was
Yep.
Both Jason and I did turnover with second recon. There was a big cultural difference between West Coast and East Coast.
Amen.
And everybody says
For
East
sure.
Coast is tough. I disagree. In general, much less disciplined. Smoked cigarettes. First and foremost, that's already a fucking no-go.
white discipline, dog.
Yeah,
White
everything.
discipline.
Smell discipline,
Smell
everything.
discipline.
I
Yeah.
think because the East Coast was such a degraded and
Very country.
Yeah.
Very country. Very.
Well, in San Diego, we've got triathlon, we've got a music scene, we've got martial art.
We would
It
do the
was just-
Escape from Alcatraz.
Yeah, it was just such a different
biathlon.
culture,
Yeah.
and we were blessed to be at a time in the unit where our senior leadership. When I came in, it was recon company. It was only 3
Yeah.
platoons.
Same.
Yes,
we
you
were